Day 12, guys. Yes, we did it. We made it all the way through. Let me tell you guys, this is bloody difficult. Well, with work, having to work in the afternoon, coming home at night and whatnot, I've just honestly just been wanting to crash out after I got home every single day. Just been like not even feeling like recording, but I did it because 12 days of anime is the only it only happens once a year. And it's the only time period where I record consistently, consecutively on consecutive days. So, yeah, it's a nice change for me and whatnot. But I can't tell you guys I'm extremely happy for it to be over. And then tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and then Christmas the next day. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year. Um, I'm probably gonna do another my year in retrospect or retrospective of my year, my 2018 in review for me. So, yeah, let's let's just end this, guys. So, for this final video, I'm gonna be talking about one of my favorite characters, who's both on the top and on the bottom of my tower of waifus. It is the beautiful, the lovely Hitagi Senjougahara. Oh yeah, look, I got the Madogatari figure one right there, and then I got her Crab Girl one right there. Oh yeah, they're just so beautiful. They're just so beautiful. I love them so much. This one was a gift from my friend Land Trout. That's the nickname I gave him. That's not his real name, but I call him Land Trout. So he gave me this one, and then this one I actually bought myself. So very proud of that. My two, the best girl of the Monogatari series, Senjougahara. And there's a lot of reasons why I like Senjougahara, why she's one of my favorite characters. To to cut to the chase though, it's because she's a lot like me. When when I was a lot younger, I was a lot more of an emotional kind of person. But my older siblings would always pick on me and make fun of me for being that, so I kind of just shut my emotions off in a sense where I kind of just had to put a facade that like everything's okay, and um it's because of them really that like I had it's because of them like really that I'm able to like hide things a lot better and hide my emotions a lot better because of them. And it's not a good thing because then I started having trust issues. Who can I tell and whatnot? Uh, and that's why I connect a lot to like Senjougahara. She was a very trusting and caring girl. Um, when she got her when she was possessed by the stone was the stone it was the weight crab. When she got possessed by the weight crab, she was a trusting individual. She trusted that that Kaiki would help her, and then he didn't help her. So then she started having trust issues. She pushed away Kanbaru, and then she tried to push away Araragi, but Araragi being Araragi, he went back and he helped her anyway. And like Senjougahara is really like one of those characters where it's like you find it hard to like her at first because of the way she acts, the way she carries herself and whatnot. But then you take a step back and then you realize that like hold on, like she's honestly just like the rest of us. At some point in her life someone hurt her to the point where she didn't want to trust anybody, so she started putting up a front that she didn't need anyone's help, and anyone who did try to help her she pushed them away hardcore. And it's it's a big issue to talk about. Like a lot of it has to stem with like people like myself who have depression. Like I've talked about it. I've talked about it before. I have depression. I'm clinically diagnosed with depression. But like it's the way things have been handled with Senjougahara. It's a lot like people like who handle their depression. Some of us can handle it a lot better than others, and some of us just aren't able to communicate it as well as other people are. uh for a really long time I was one of those people that anyone who tried to offer help to me, who would try to, even just try to like see, well, like what's wrong, what's up with it, what's up and everything. I would push them away with a smile on my face, saying, "No, I'm okay, and I'm just a little bit tired." You know, I kind of just like that's the kind of thing that I did. Um, I had a really close friend who would check up on me all the time, and I was struggling through some certain issues around the time when she started like seeing, like noticing changes and whatnot. And uh she like I honestly, even though she was one of my closest friends and I think of her as a little sister, I didn't want to let her in either. I pushed everyone away, pushed all my friends away, my family members. I even now it's still affecting me. Like, I'm still like kind of isolated from my family. I don't really leave my room all that much. And when I do, it's to go eat, and then I sit in the living room for like 30 minutes a day, and then I come back inside my room, just because I just kind of got used to that kind of isolation. I just kind of isolated myself from everybody else. And so when I finally broke and I told her, it was a lot like the same, kind of similar to what happened between Araragi and Senjougahara. And I tell her, like, I tell her all the time, like, recently was her birthday, and I told her, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be who I am today. I probably wouldn't even be around if you weren't born. And if you didn't make it to this point in time, I probably wouldn't be who I am, and I wouldn't be born because of it. Or I wouldn't be alive because of it. And it's it's honestly like that it's just the fact that I see a lot of myself reflected in Senjougahara, especially from my past to even just now in the present. Like, here's my past and here's my present, and here's what Senjougahara used to be, and here's what Senjougahara is. That whole like symbolic cutting of the hair thing, like, that she did, that she kind of just like let go of all the past and whatnot, and decided, I'm gonna start new, I'm gonna start fresh with Araragi. And that's like, it's a lot like me, honestly. Like, I'm still not completely over all the stuff that has happened. Um, but I'm slowly getting there. I'm slowly getting better and whatnot. I'm trying my best, and it really does help having certain people be there. Having friends be there for you and whatnot, and it helps a lot more when you have a friend who's stubborn, and they will just help you even if you don't want that help. you know. And I really do thank this friend a lot. Like, she did a lot for me. She's done a lot more for me than she could ever imagine, and I appreciate her for that. And it's like I said, it's just a matter of fact that I see a lot of myself in Senjougahara. The whole struggling with the past, having difficulty expressing emotions because of what happened in your past and whatnot. And like, it's just seeing that character growth, that character progression of Senjougahara, to when she finally decided, I need to talk to Kaiki again, and she accepted his help. And but before she accepted his help, she was like in the restroom crying and whatnot. And you can see when she comes back out, her eyes are like all red and puffy from tears and whatnot, and she still puts on that whole tough act that, like, okay, I've decided that I will let you help me and whatnot, you know, and that's honestly like, Senjougahara is amazing just because of the way that her character was handled, and the the character growth and character progression she had from the start of the series uh to the most recently animated to the end of the most recently animated series. Like, she's just been, in general, just amazing. Not counting the new anime that's coming out soon. Oh, I can't wait for that one. But yeah, not counting that new one. You could see a lot of Senjougahara's growth going from Baka Monogatari all the way to Owari Monogatari, to the Ogi Dark storyline. A lot of that, and even Hana Monogatari, some of Hana Monogatari. You could see like a lot of Senjougahara's growth and whatnot, from, if you compare Baka Monogatari Senjougahara to Owari Monogatari Senjougahara, you could see huge differences in the way her character is, the way her character acts, and whatnot. It's extremely noticeable that Senjougahara is not the same person that she was at the start of the series, and like I I'm just gonna keep reiterating this fact. Like I see that a lot in myself too. That like when I started my freshman year of high school, I ended a completely different person. Same thing when I started high school, my freshman year of high school, and I ended my senior year. I went in being one person and I came out being a completely different person. I'm not the same person I was that first day of high school. I'm not the same person that I was back then. Just the same way that I'm not the same person that I was in elementary school or in junior high school. And I'm not even the same person that I was prior to AX. Like there's just the experiences pile up, and if you can learn from those experiences, positive and negative experiences, then you can build upon yourself. You can build upon your own character, and it's like seeing your own character growth. It's just not completely visible to you, but it's visible to other people. And yeah, that's the thing, and that's how it goes. And like sometimes it's got to be like that, but other times, what can you do about it, right? So yeah. Anyway, this has been Vash Deal, and this was the 12 Days of Anime. So thank you all, everybody who's watching this. Thank you guys for sticking to the end with me. I know it got kind of difficult to watch some points because I kind of just uh, go on a ramble, go on a rant and whatnot, and I don't really like. Sometimes I don't get to the point that I'm trying to get to, but I always try, and I always make my way back to it. But yeah, so we'll have the Senjogaharas. Oh, I'm holding her backwards. We'll have the Senjogaharas sign you out today. So this is Vash Steel Madogatari with Madogatari Senjougahara and Bakemonogatari Senjougahara signing out. And see you in the next one. And remember, this too shall pass. See you guys.